What would you do if a woman in pearls and a pastel pantsuit showed up at your private gate, demanding access to your land for her HOA party? Not asking, demanding. This isn't just a story about an HOA president crossing a line. It's about what happens when someone thinks power, money, and a clipboard give them permission to stomp on the one word they hate hearing the most. No, my name's Sam. I own a modest ranch on the outskirts of Twin Pines. Nothing fancy, just open skies, dirt roads, a good dog, and peace I earned the hard way. Until the new HO president, Patricia Hayward, decided her neighborhood gala was more important than my boundaries, literally. She showed up at my cattle gate with a line of SUVs and entitlement thick enough to choke a cactus. And she picked the wrong man to mess with. I was in my rocking chair, black coffee in hand, enjoying the quiet hum of morning. That hum shattered when the gate intercom crackled to life with Patricia's voice sharp, commanding, and full of false politeness. "Mr. Sam," she chirped, "I need you to open your gate so our guests can park for the gala. No greeting, no explanation, no decency." I pressed the button and said just one word. No. Silence. Then came the rant, community spirit, shared access. "It's for charity," she claimed. I told her, in a tone dry as the dirt beneath her designer heels, that my land isn't a parking lot for bored suburbanites playing pretend ranch. She said she'd call the sheriff. I nearly spit out my coffee laughing. Next thing I know, she's snapping pictures of my property gate, dog, and all muttering about bylaws and condemnations. She wasn't trying to negotiate. She was trying to own the situation. But the skate has seen storms, rust, cattle charges. It wasn't about to buckle to a woman with a clipboard and a grudge. When she left, I parked my old flatbed truck sideways across the gate. If she wanted a war, she was going to get one Texas style. A couple days later, Deputy Carl showed up, good man. Went to high school with him. He looked like a guy who'd just been asked to mediate a kindergarten dispute over glitter glue. Said Patricia filed a complaint, called my blockade a safety hazard. I asked him if she mentioned trying to host a country club party in a cattle pasture. He shook his head, said he hated being dragged into HOA nonsense. Right on cue, Patricia rolled up flowy blouse, big sunglasses, acting like she was about to give a press conference. Told Carl she was being more than reasonable. I told her no is still a complete sentence. Next morning, orange cones. A neat little row planted along the county road like plastic soldiers in her crusade. She said they were for public safety. I said they were for public nonsense. I tossed them in my ATV like trash and watched her show up again, clutching another HO, a letter about an ancient easement rights from 40 years ago. I called my friend Dave, who eats county records for breakfast. Within hours, he confirmed it. Private gate, private road, private property. She didn't just lose that battle, she never had a shot. But Patricia wasn't done. Friday came with a storm in the air and her convoy of luxury cars crawling up like some royal parade. She stepped out, waving what she called a temporary access order like it was Excalibur. Deputy Carl was there again, just trying to keep peace, but I wasn't about to budge. I handed her lawyer, yes, she brought a lawyer, a folder thicker than her ego, filled with county seals and signed deeds that made her entire argument look like a bad joke. Her smile cracked. Her voice trembled. And then, like a sitcom falling apart live on stage, her guests began retreating. Patricia retreated, but not for long. 2 days later, flyers went up all over town. A community block party, conveniently at the county road dead end next to my gate. She named me as the guest of honor. I wasn't invited. I was bait. Saturday morning, I rode down on my ATV with my dog trotting beside me. There she was, taping balloons to folding cables like she hadn't just tried to hijack my land for weeks. She smiled and offered cookies. told me it was an olive branch. I told her the gate wasn't just closed. It was welded shut with something her couldn't override backbone. She hissed that I'd regret humiliating her twice in front of the same people, that she'd find a loophole, a judge, a law. But here's the thing about people like Patricia. They think charm equals permission. They think persistence is the same as power. But out here, land matters. Boundaries matter. Respect matters. And when someone tries to bulldoze that with their high heels and high opinion, the only thing they earn is a locked gate and a long drive home. So if you ever wondering what to do when someone demands access to something they worked for, something you've bled for, remember this. You don't owe anyone your gate, not for charity, not for optics, not even for cupcakes. Hit like, share this story with someone who knows what. No. Means and subscribe for more real stories where the underdog doesn't just bark, he bites back.